Why has a lot of music gotten so bad? Hi, Karen, my sister. I figured it out. The main reason our civilization is falling apart is the vulgarization of music. I was just listening to a playlist of the top pop numbers of 2024. It's boring stuff as far as I'm concerned. A basic repetitive beat, 2 or 3 chords at the most, some interesting vocals, almost all jazz, classical music, older pop music is head and shoulders better, I think. What happened? Well, the fact that kids don't seem to be singing. They don't seem to play songs that are singable. When we sing in the choir at the Fat Catholic Church, almost no one in the congregation joins us in singing the hymns. They don't teach music in schools the way they used to, I think. Singing, instrument music, choirs, bands, orchestras. Yes, it's hard to play a musical instrument, but it's worth it. Kids, people, seem to think music can be obsolete, old-fashioned. Nobody wants to play marches in a band or something. We've got to have something new. What crap? What crap? Palestrina, Bach, Louis Armstrong, Frank Sinatra, the Beatles are just as listenable now as they were 60, 100 years ago. Why do kids want their own music? The classical music of China, India is probably over 1,000 years old, and they were happy with that. Right? The music wasn't written down. It was an oral tradition. Maybe that's where we're headed as far as having music that stays a lot the same in a way over a long period of time. Why kids teach kids in composition classes that they should write so-called modern music? Why not write a lot like Mozart or Brahms, if you can, and play your music for piano, voice, violin at concerts as valid music to listen to. You, Karen, did that with your musicals Lily Langtry, Georgia O'Keeffe, Clara. It is so-called 19th century music, I guess. So what? I do the same thing. Some of my music could probably pass as bad Brahms. And we have jazz. How wonderful. It's only been around 150 years or so. So why not have big bands like Basie or the music of Basie, Glenn Miller, being played, say, 150 years from now? Yes, be eclectic. There's nothing wrong if you play both jazz, classical, whatever. Then there's country music. Oh, that's fine, sure. You can play most of it if you know 3 or 4 chords on a guitar. That's fine, but what's wrong with more sophisticated music? Music that takes a lot of time to study and practice to perform. I think a lot of people are waking up. My music, for the most part, is pretty conservative, old-fashioned, is more appreciated now, for the most part, than it was 20 years ago. Michael Bublé, a Canadian pop singer, is singing a lot of old standards as are Lady Gaga, Celine Dion, Andre Bocelli. A lot of people don't like my music. They seem to just like rock or country. But I am so lucky to have musicians that playing my music like you, Karen, Rick, Terry Brown, Courtney Daniels, she sang David Thorpe, etc. And the jazz musicians I played with and continue to play with. Why have I been so lucky? You've been done well too, Rick. Germany, opera, the musicals you've written and performed that have been appreciated. I really have nothing to complain about. I'm doing well as well now, or better at 83 than I ever have. And I like and appreciate the music, classical jazz, as a performer, perhaps more now than I ever have, because I realize that there are a lot of people who simply don't know how to listen to sophisticated music. That doesn't dampen my appreciation of it at all. In fact, I feel sort of like this disciple of this music who's trying to make converts, and I'm joined by all those other classical and jazz musicians who are loving their music and automatically passing it on our tradition because we perform it. People are automatically exposed to it. They may not like it, but they hear it. A friend of mine may not like my music, but she has no choice. I play the piano about 2 hours a day, and she may wear earbuds through which she hears other music, but she is certainly aware of my music. Of course, a lot of people like good music, as I call it, and we performers are lucky to create something that a lot of people really value and appreciate. And then I didn't appreciate how lucky I was to be playing jazz in the White House in the 60s and appreciated for doing it. And playing dances for years and years where lots of people danced to our music and enjoyed it. Thank you very much.